Hi there, it's February 22nd, 2018. This is Andrew in Omaha, Nebraska, and I'm going to do a quick video on the assembly and unboxing of my new Cobra Class 3 sewing machine from the Leather Machine Company out of Ontario, California. I know in a previous video I made about my review of my Cobra Class 20, I said that my projects weren't heavy enough to justify the Class 3 or Class 4 machine. However, things have kind of changed. I'm getting more and more requests to make knife sheaths and gun holsters, and those items are just way too heavy for the Class 20. I have made a gun holster in the past with the Class 20. However, the thickness of the holster is really pushing the limit of the Class 20, and as you can see, going around corners, this is the back side or the bottom side of the project, which would be facing the bobbin. The loops will pull out and it doesn't make a clean stitch. So hopefully we're able to fix that problem using the this Class 3 machine. As you can see, the presser foot raises up quite high, and the sample pieces they sent me are very thick, so the machine's going to have more than enough power to punch through any project that I'm going to have for it. So hopefully I'm going to be able to make some knife sheaths and some gun holsters here. Maybe we can make some videos on that. So I'm really excited about using this machine, and this is not an all-inclusive video by no means, and I'm an amateur at this. I'm not a professional, so you have to forgive me if I'm not doing things exactly correctly. But I did get the machine all put together, and I have run some test stitches on this piece here, and it seems to be working just fine. So if you have any questions about my experience with this machine, just leave them below, and I'll try to get to them and answer them the best I can. So here's the sewing machine. It's still on the pallet. It's still strapped down, and it's got its shrink wrap on. I haven't removed anything from the packaging yet, but this is how it arrives off the truck. The Leather Machine Company does a really nice job of bundling up the product and shipping it in a way that will reduce the probability of damage. I even had the truck driver that delivered it comment that he's not used to seeing cargo that the shipper does such a good job of securing it and wrapping it up so it doesn't get damaged. But there's the pedal assembly down there, the tabletop where the machine will ultimately mount to, and then the head of the machine is inside this box. And it's, according to the shipping receipt, it's weighing in right at 282 pounds, so it is quite heavy. Okay, the first thing it instructs us to do is to take the screws out of this pedestal stand and remove it. And there's one there, and then also it has screws in each of the four corners of the pedestal. according to the instructions, we're to put the casters onto the base plate before you do anything else, and it makes sense because when I was pulling that base plate out, I mean, you can't tell because of the video, but I will tell you it is very heavy because I don't know if you can tell, but that is a big, thick piece of plate steel. Piece of steel is a 1/4 inch thick, and it's 27 inches wide by 20 inches deep. Here's one of the casters I just took out of the plastic, and you can't tell on camera, but this feels very solid. It's got roller bearings inside, and there's the latch, the kick latch to lock the wheel with your foot. So here's what's inside the side panel of the styrofoam box. Here's the external bobbin winder. The Class 3 does not have an internal bobbin winder like the Class 4 and the King Cobra model. There's some sewing machine oil. The work light. Hardware. There's the mounting bolts and the screwdriver and wrench to mount it. Drive belts. More hardware, some bobbins. There's the chain that lifts and lowers the presser foot, as well as some needles. There's the roller edge guide. Some thread. This is 227 nylon thread, and then there's the hand wheel. They say the hand wheel weighs about 50 pounds, at least that's what I've read. It doesn't weigh that much, but it is quite heavy. There's a machine in the box still. That's what it looks like without the hand wheel on. The work light for these machines doesn't come automatically wired in. You have to, there's a procedure to plug this into the main switch. So when you turn the power on with the machine, then the light will get power, and then you can select on or off. This is the external bobbin winder, and looks like it's just like the one on the Class 20. It just rubs up against the drive belt, and when it gets full, it'll just pop back. In order for your light to work on these machines, you have to wire in this plug that hooks into the back of the power switch on the front. And in order to do that, I'm just going to cut the access off here because there's plenty of cord here to reach the power switch here. And I'm just going to snake the cord back up underneath the main power cord that's stapled to the bottom of the table. And that way it's going to keep it far away from the moving parts down here. Now we'll just cut it off. We'll fit the end into the back of the plug here. Let's use a screwdriver here to press it down. And slide the backing plate back on. Oops. So plug this back in. And we got light. And the light just will operate. It operates just as long as the on and off switch is on. Shut it off and the light turns off. Alright, the machine's all together and I'm ready to do my first test sew with it. Well, it's stitched pretty good. I'm happy. Be a lot of fun doing some projects with this machine. Hopefully I'll be able to make some more videos. Maybe we can make some knife sheaths or something with it. So thanks a lot for watching this video.